to sit in front so that they can hear and see precisely what the startups have prepared for them. They will decide upon who is the best from within the Position project and Space3ac. Those are the people who will listen to the startup pitches and who will decide who will win today. But remember, startups, everyone wins because you get a chance to pitch to everyone and share your stories with the world. Another very important thing is not just that the investors and the partners are deciding who is the best, because also all the members of the audience can choose the startup they like the best. But this time they will choose one startup from all the startups that will be presenting from the Position and Space3ac. You can do it by putting the name of the startup you like on a card and putting it into that glass container that is there. And that will be done during the judging session, which will happen swiftly after the pitching competition. So now I believe we have all the investors and partners with their forms ready to judge. We have the startups, I hope, ready to pitch. And first we will have the pitches of the Position project. 3-minute pitch precisely. The startups will see the time. It's a race against time. And then we have 5 minutes for the Q&A from the investors or partners jury. So now I would like to ask Brumgo from the Position project to come on stage. And yes, big round of applause for, just cheer up for him. Yeah, and after that it will be Chipcraft, but first, Brumgo.
Working? Right, hello everyone. My name is Piotr, and thank you for this opportunity to present you our new product, Brumgo. Brumgo is based on our experience. We started in 2006 with GPS guardian software, and then we started to manufacture GPS tracking devices. But we talked with our small business customers, and we knew we don't have what they really needed. Have you ever forgotten about technical inspection of your vehicle or only changing time? I did. And I asked myself a question: why? GPS Guardian was too complicated. I also thought about everyday problems that small businesses have. How to automate delivery time information when you are delivering a pizza or run a bakery. There are hundreds of things that take time in your company that can be automated, but require now an IT department. Small business owners don't have it. We needed something simple yet powerful, something intuitive, something that could solve your everyday problems, an ultimate solution for small business owners to manage their private and company fleet. We created Brumgo that helps in these 3 areas: fleet management, location and route sharing, maintenance, and security. Brumgo helps you save money, make more money, and boost your relations with clients and make your brand more recognizable without investing any money in IT. The market we are aiming at is big and still growing at about 23% rate. The penetration level is low, about 10 to 15% depending on the area. There are 40 million commercial vehicles in Europe. We offer a simple business model, freemium. You start with a free of charge application and then purchase a device and subscription. Customer acquisition needs to be automated, and we have a clear plan to stream leads to our sales platform. We are targeting small business owners through earned media, owned media, and paid media. Brumgo solves 3 problems in one application, helping small businesses around the world. Using big data that we gather, we can add value to each segment and solve problems more effectively. By 2020, we plan the annual income to reach 1.3 million euro with 55% margin. We are raising 200,000 euro to cover cash flow in the first 3 to 12 months. We need to expand our sales and marketing team and its efforts, and we need new programmers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, 5 minutes for the questions from the jury or the partners. Partners, investors.
Let me start.
Yes.
What is the status of development of your application right now?
The product right now is in beta test. It's ready in the Play Store. We have a web app ready, and iOS application is in flight test. It means it will be available in 2 weeks. The hardware product is also on shelves right now, ready to be sold. So basically, we are ready to launch.
Any other questions?
What is your experience in the team?
The team is 9 people. We have experienced 10 years on this market. We started in 2006 with GPS Guardian project, and this product is based on our experience from all these projects done so far.
Okay, yes.
Is the revenue will be coming from the individual users or for somebody else?
We are targeting small businesses right now in Poland specifically, okay? That's our target.
They're supposed to buy it. They will be buying
Buy it, yes. But also, in other projects, we also lease these devices. So it's also a possible business
Still
model.
directly to the client.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have any more questions?
Do you recall any competition in the market?
Absolutely. I mean, the competition on the market is huge. Okay, it's not a new market. It's not something that will happen. It's happening right now. But the market is still growing, and I think we have the expertise to bring something new on this market, something fresh. And the team we have, I think, is capable of that. We just need money to accelerate the Broomgo project right now.
So your advantage is to combine these three
In
areas?
Broomgo, yes. But as a company, we also manufacture devices. So I think that's our advantage as well. There are not so many software companies doing hardware as well.
Okay, do we have any more questions? Yes, please.
Any estimation of the marketing effort needed to put it into operation?
In money?
In whatever.
Well, whatever.
Resources?
Okay. Resources. Okay, I think we need 1 to 2 people right now because we already have a marketing team, but we need 2 people to make it more Broomgo dedicated. Okay.
I'm sorry, what's the cost of acquisition customers? And what should
What's the
be
cost of
lifetime
acquisition of 1 customer or 1
value? Yes,
vehicle?
one customer.
Right now, the acquisition cost of 1 vehicle, because we prefer to because we get money per vehicle,
Okay.
we also calculate it per vehicle, is about 15 euro.
And what's the lifetime value? Lifetime value for this 50 euros which you pay for 50 customers?
The average life of a customer, how long? About, let me think, right now it's about 2.5 years. So that's how long we have a vehicle in the company.
Yes,
So it
please.
wasn't clear to me whether you're selling both software and devices. Do you need to sell devices? And if yes, what kind of sensors or functionalities are on the devices?
In this project, we want to offer 3 types of the devices, depending on the type of the customer. Because on the Polish market right now, we see like 3 different areas. One is a simple device that you plug into OBD2 port, which that doesn't require any installation at all. Then we want to offer a simple product that you can install yourself. And the third product is a product with a battery that has some autonomy, so we don't need to charge it. You can just put it in 1 car. If you have 5 cars, you can use 1 tracker in many vehicles.
Okay, I believe we have time for one more very short question. Do we have that? No? Well, then thank you, Broomgo, very much. And Chipcraft is next, and Data Compass is getting ready. But Chipcraft, please come on stage. Three minutes is yours.
Hello, my name is Chris. I'm a co-founder of Chipcraft, which is a spin-off from Warsaw University of Technology, and our mission is to provide single chip solutions for precise positioning. What we see on the market is that we can find commercial devices that provide poor precision, low reliability, but they have low cost, small size, and can provide long battery life in means of days. from the other side, we have professional devices that are, can provide high precision and reliability, but are very expensive, large size, and last short on battery life. What we want to do is to combine advantages of those two solutions and provide a single chip solution that will be a market enabler for many applications. The GNSS chip market is a big opportunity, and we want to target, for start, agriculture and aviation and drones market, where precise positioning, moderate cost, and low battery life is essential. This market is around 150 million chips, according to the GSA report. So making a conservative assumption that the device life is around 10 years, we can see that the market is around 50 million chips sold per year. After our successful startup, we can scale up to the road and transportation market, which is around 2 billion chips, so around 200 million chips per year. With our solution, we can outperform the competition by providing low cost and high precision navigation solutions with long battery life. Our team is experienced analog and mixed signal and digital designers that have a background at the industry and also a big experience in research and development work from Warsaw University of Technology. We work closely with our partners, which is from science, IP companies, and technological parks. We have also established connections with silicon foundries, and we are a member of your practice IC services. Our business model is B2B, so we want to sell chips to the OEMs. We want around 20, we'll get around 20 euro per chip. There are around 100 international big OEMs in GNSS market and hundreds of local small and medium enterprises. We are looking for 1.5 million euros investment for finishing our R&D work, after which we will have a final Navisoc solution, and we will be ready to start production. By selling around 200,000 chips, we are able to get total sales of 4 million euros, which is not so big comparing to the 150 million chips per year sold on global.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was 3 minutes of a great pitch. And now 5 minutes of great questions and answers.
What is your traction in the market, and to what extent have you had face-to-face interaction with potential customers, and or who are the first customers you believe you would be engaging in this?
Yes, we already talked with few companies in Poland, but this is what we are also looking from the investor. We are looking also, as you can see, for some business and business development manager that we want to hire, who will help us to develop our business, and we want to start it during this seed funding round. We will be finishing our R&D work.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your positioning in the market and who the competitors are around it?
Yes, so our main competitor will be the Miglox company, which provides modules for positioning. They are, I checked it, they provide modules and mainly single frequency modules. That is why our solution will be better, because we want to use both GPS and Galileo system on L1 E1 and L5 E5 band. There are also many companies such as Qualcomm and other big companies, but they are not our direct competition because they want to sell only for big markets. For example, they want to sell 1 million chips to one customers. We are happy if we will sell 1,000 or 10,000 chips to one customers, and this is enough. For them, such client is too small, so this is what differs us.
Okay.
How much you have to invest to start production?
1.5 million euro to have.
Is it small scale production or something else? Bigger?
In this market, if we will get by mask, which are included in this price, we can start mass production. Okay. I think it stopped. Okay, so at this stage, we'll have production mask for our own, and then the cost is $2 per chip or something like that. It is counted. It depends on the volume, but it is around €2 per chip.
To be more precise, after this seeded investment, after this seed funding, we are ready to start big volume production. In fact, mass volume in millions units. In fact,
Will the production be in Poland, in Europe, or in Asia?
Asia or Europe. We have agreement with foundries in Asia and in Europe, both. We are right now negotiating the conditions.
Okay, one more question.
Yes, one more question. What kind of IP portfolio you have or protection?
In fact, we have already our own microprocessor navigation IP, which is not licensed from ARM or something like this. Is in-house development, and also we are developing our algorithm for precise positioning. Which right now we have, but after the finalizing the final mask, we protect under Polish patent office also the masks for production.
Okay, we have time for one last very brief question.
Do you predict to split the financing for stages? Because the 1.5 billion is...
Yes, we can split it. This is why those milestones are here. So we can split it in 3 phases during the project. There is also a possibility to have some co-funding from some European projects or Polish projects. So that amount, this is the total amount we need. This is not necessarily all from the investor.
So what is the amount for the first stage?
For the first stage, I think it will be less than 1/3. It will be less than half million. The big amount we need is for the last stage when we need to buy those masks.
Okay, thank you. That was 5 minutes of questions and answer. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, we're going to have Data Campus very soon, but I found a hotel room card. Anyone lost it, or is it just an invitation? So it will be lying here quietly. Data Campus, please come on stage. You're welcome. 3 minutes is yours.
I'm Bartek from Data Campus. So let's start with a hook. Probably most of you recall this maritime accident. Obviously, this is Costa Concordia, and what turned out during the course of the investigation is that the captain has had violated the safety procedures multiple times prior to this event. So, but unfortunately, the insurance companies, for instance, didn't know anything about that, and they couldn't have done anything. So they had to take the consequences. And this exposes a serious problem, because in the 21st century, maritime insurers are still in the dark when it comes to considering the maritime proposals and claims. And Observer, Data Campus Observer, is the solution to this problem. We aim to provide a risk assessment tool that will provide a safety score of vessels based on their routes, on their safety events, and quantitative overview of the reservoirs and routes in general in question. So this is a big data analytical tool, and we have global coverage of vessels. Currently, around 60,000 ships in continuous range. You might see an overview in the back of this slide, and the number is rising. The broad mission of the company is to help companies make better decisions with maritime data. Our insurance market is a quite significant one. The value of annual value of maritime premiums is at the level of $32 billion, and we're talking about like a few hundred companies that we want to help. I think it's important to say that we're working together with PZU, which is the biggest insurance company in Poland, on the validation of this of the use cases relevant for the industry, and we are looking for 2 batches of €500,000 within the next 2 years to progress with our development. With this money, we will deliver the MVP and outreach the developed markets, which are in the United Kingdom, and the following batch will help us deliver the full product to mass production. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was very precise, 3 minutes. Thank you very much. Now we have very precise 5 minutes for the question and answers. Yes, please.
I understand that you created some model of analyzing risk profile of different vessels.
Yes.
How do you collect data on individual vessels?
Yeah, so it's a good question. Actually, I didn't say much about the team, but we met almost a year ago, in this very room, and some of you were here. And actually, the original idea was about analyzing AIS data streams, and this is where we get the location data from. Okay, of course, we want to interpolate that with some other data, like for instance, in case of this infamous Costa Concordia, this would be the bathymetry. But this is like more static, and the most crucial is the positioning data that comes from AIS. And AIS is acquired from ground stations, one of which we have, and we are connected to a global network that provides us with this coverage that I told about, and also from satellite data source, satellite providers.
Okay, do we have any more questions? Yes, please.
What's your team in-house capability?
Yeah, so actually there's currently there's just the 3 of us. We have the required experience. I'm the CTO with like 12 years of experience in software. Konrad, the CEO over there, he's into the maritime domain and maritime information systems big time. And along with us, there's one very talented female developer, Estera, who's currently working remotely from Oregon, as she is a scholar at Intel in Oregon right now. She's collaborating. But we're going to build a team with these funds. This includes a business development professional that we want to hire immediately after the seed funding.
Okay. Question?
Can you return back to the slide with the market?
Yeah.
Because you already blocked the view. Can you tell us more about your position within the market?
Are we talking about the market or
market and the competition?
On the competition, yes, sure. So the competition. So the whole AIS technology is like more than a decade in like mass use. So there's a lot of commodity data providers like marine traffic that provide rudimentary data services. Few companies, we know of one that does that as a product. Windward does deep analytics, but we are the only ones to work on the risk assessment. Windward is focused on finance and military, as that's the source of their funding. They got like 15 million in funding. There's also Lloyd's List Intelligence. However, that's a Lloyd's subsidiary, and Lloyd is an insurance company themselves, so they're not uncovering this product as an alternative to the other insurers.
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have more questions?
Yes?
Yes?
Well, normally if your clients are as big as the ship owners, etc., and things are related to issues like insurance, big money, they normally need big names. The small companies don't count in it.
Exactly, that's why.
How do you want to convince the first 10 clients that they use your services or devices as compared to the more established, even then 10 times more expensive, but the price is negligible as compared to the money at stake.
Exactly. So we are working. This is why we are working on together with PZU. This is the biggest insurance company in general in Central and Eastern Europe. Still moderate compared to like UK or I don't know, German companies, but I believe it's big enough to take this further. There's another big maritime insurer in Poland that we're talking with them as well, but it's on an earlier stage, so I don't want to disclose too much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
No, not yet. I'm not just kidding.
Okay.
I was thanking for that particular answer. We still have some time. Do we have any more
let's go.
questions? Yes?
How much time do you need to deliver the product in one?
Yeah, we're talking about 24 months. MVP comes in the first year, after the first year, and the full product in the following year.
Is your product for sale or you sell services?
It's a subscription. We're looking at corporate subscription, depending on company size, either a per user basis or just a flat sum of money for bigger ones. Yeah, we're looking at like 200 to 300 companies globally. The market is quite big, so increasing their efficiency, their portfolio's efficiency just by single % makes a huge difference, and these are huge sums, as you said.
Thank you very much. Now,
Thank you.
Now,
Who's next?
yeah, yes, please, Embed. Where are you, Embed? Yes, you are there. And a quick reminder for the startups. Every room is a matrix of opportunity and expectation, and opportunity here is to really stand here so that you don't block the slides, okay? So that's a quick note of advice for the startups. And now, Embed, 3 minutes is yours.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Jan. Let's get straight to the point. Architecture, interior designers, visualization. Everyone needs visualization. Recently I was looking for a flat with my wife, and I only had one JPEG in a newspaper. Come on, you can do better than that. I wanted to see this building. I only had a hole in the ground, and I didn't have any application that would visualize it to me. Right now, let's switch to the next slide. Right now, we have this problem. Visualizations are expensive. Architects really depend on a service that's really expensive. It's 3 to 4 weeks, and it may cost up to 6,000 euros for a simple visualization of virtual reality. Everyone wants to move away from pictures, from simple movies. Everyone wants to now to make interactive visualizations. So we want to reduce this time, and we want to reduce it for architects to few hours, and to give them a tool that will automate the whole process. We already have a finished MVP that's visualizing in VR, and it's available at the stand. We already had managed to finish an MVP for mobile devices that are used by our first clients who pay for it. That's a construction site, construction company who uses visualized interiors, but we also have different different clients like museums, for example, who use it to visualize large outdoor areas, or turbine wind producers that use it to visualize how the wind turbine will look on a field for a farmer. So, roughly speaking, 2 million architects registered spend nearly 9 billion euros per year, and that's a conservative figure taking into account that they only would order 5 jobs, and there is more. So clients are already using that, and they are paying money for that, for orders. We are aiming at this model. This is subscription fee that will start after we will finish our pilot. Right now we're charging them for servicing. And we also have a few companies in our field that are producing software for architects. That's not our competition, that's our friends and hardware. Few of our competitors focus only on VR. They're not providing different devices like we do, and they're certainly not locating in the real spaces like we do. Right now we've finished our first round of 1 million euro, which is last month, and right now we're looking for partners with strong partnerships, with strong leads and investors for our next round, because right now we're focusing on sales. We want to sell this product to more construction companies, to more B2B users. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, time for the questions.
Is your application desktop or it is in the cloud?
Right now, we have an MVP that's an app for mobile devices and for virtual headsets. It's free and it's used by consumers, for our customers. For example, Skanska, construction company, is using our free viewer and is providing us with content that's processed right now we're in a baby mode, so we're processing it manually, and we will work right now on making this whole thing automated. Next year, it will be a desktop application that's going to allow architect to jump from his favorite software like ArchiCAD, AutoCAD, with a plugin to deploy easily one file to a cloud and choose a device of his liking.
What are the platforms it can run on?
Right now, an MVP works on Android, iOS, Project Tango, which is a development kit from Google that's mapping the space in 3D. And we have a build for HTC Vive and Oculus Rift. As a target, it will work on any new SDK platform that will be released to the market. Make it HoloLens, Magic Leap, you name it.
Okay. Have you identified any competition?
Yeah. The landscape is pretty crowded, but like I said, some of them are companies that really provide software and hardware.
How do they do exactly the same?
There's no company focusing on cross-platform aspect, so they all do stuff for VR. For example, Inside VR graduated from Y Combinator last year, and they only allow to send stuff to VR. There's no company right now making the thing located in the real space.
Okay, do we have any more questions?
So, frankly speaking, maybe I'm stupid, but I don't get it completely. So, for example, the architect is doing the design,
yeah,
and creating the, let's say, virtual reality on the desktop, and sending to the app on the Android. How does it work?
The architect right now faces a real problem, because when it's
in your solution.
Well, first of all, he has to finish his CAD, his file. And at that moment, he has to choose what device he wants to show it to a client.
Yeah.
And right now, we're at the stage where he has to choose this device manually, hire a software company or a visualization company that will do it for him, in, for example, real-time engine. And it's only done for one device, manually. So this is the whole thing that's causing the whole, time span of a few weeks and the cost. Yeah. So this is where we come in. We want to give him a cloud. So he works in AutoCAD, ArchiCAD, Navisworks, you name it. You have a plugin that just sends file to a simple editor that allows him to beautify the whole thing with simple textures and lighting. And he can deploy it to a cloud and choose a device of his liking. It's all done in a matter of hours.
Okay, do we have any more questions? Well, thank you. I guess
Thank you very much.
Clear enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, the last team from the position project will be AGM Reality.
Last before the video.
Yeah, the last before the video, but live, presenting live. Okay. Okay. Stage is yours.
Okay. When I find out about the great success of Pokemon Go, I'm really proud that we chose the direction of augmented reality, because we want to show something we already know in a different, unconventional way. When we go to a new city we would like to visit, we get lost. We don't know where the popular objects are, the sites, the landmarks, good restaurants or other service points. On the other hand, we don't like using traditional boring guidebooks. Businesses would like to get to know, would like to associate with clients and present their offers, sometimes vouchers, coupons and other content. And this is why we created this tool, a mobile application called Arguido. It's enough to turn on your mobile phone, turn on our application, and then in augmented reality you can start sightseeing and exploring the city. We connect business offer with tourist routes, so you can you can click on virtual markers that present either information about historic landmarks or, as you can see, commercial offer adverts from our potential business partners that would like to advertise here. So we connect tourism, business and culture all in one, and in augmented reality with geolocation, positioning. We estimate the potential market of internet advertising in the sector travel and tourism to about 45-46 million of Polish zlotys. So it is quite a growing market nowadays. And we have an advantage over our competitors because our similar virtual guides don't offer both advertising in augmented reality and augmented reality itself with landmarks navigation and tourist routes. And we also have very high marks at Google Play Store and the highest position right now. So we are the highest positioned tourist guide in the store, which already exists in 27 cities, covers 157 routes, almost 3,000 points of interest. And we have partnerships with 10 Polish cities. We're looking for more, and we are ready to develop, extend to other countries, other markets. We have a qualified team that has all the know-how, how to do augmented reality technology, navigation. And we would like to obtain about 150,000 in the first year, according to our estimates, in order to get the return rate we would like to achieve.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 3 minutes have passed. Time has no mercy. 5 minutes of questions now. Yes?
You estimate your market by looking at marketing, market potential, yet you compare yourself as far as competitors are concerned with tourist guide apps.
Mm-hmm.
For me, if I were to go to a new city and look for restaurants, I'd probably use something like Foursquare. So that would be, for me, most naturally your closest competitor at the same time source of data for you.
But does it offer full thematic tourist routes as well, and descriptions of all the landmarks that you see on your screen?
I use that for landmarks. Obviously, it's not augmented reality.
But we also use, as I said, full tourist routes, thematically selected, so like, I don't know, history of Gdańsk, multicultural Gdańsk, Gdańsk Amber, and many others, for example. And while you're touring these routes, you can also find nearby points of interest.
I get it. Well, all I'm saying is that maybe you can, I think there needs to be some consistency which direction you go and how you present yourself. Because on one hand, you're looking at marketing and you're selling to potentially commercial clients to use your app as an ad.
But it is free for tourists, so to attract users, we offer free routes, free guide for tourists, and we would like to attract advertisers and business partners.
Okay. More questions to come, I hope.
Can you tell us more about your investment needs and where are you right now in your position?
We're running some negotiations with potential sales partners, business partners that would be interested in advertising or being an intermediary. But of course, we're looking for more funds for commercializing, advertising and marketing. But we have already product already on the market, already in Google Store, and quite popular.
Yes?
Are you providing the content yourself, or?
The tourist guides, yes, or in cooperation with cities that give us patronage, as I said, 10 cities. Also in cooperation with tourist guides, so the content is ours, copyrighted, but the adverts will be, of course, from our clients.
Okay, do we have any more questions?
How many users you got right now?
40,000 downloaded apps from Google Store.
And are the active users?
About quarter, so about 10,000 are constantly active.
Have you made any income yet?
Actually, no income, but we are during negotiations and obtaining clients.
And what kind of data you are gathering around your users? Do you have what about each user? Because I'm thinking, where is the value for potential investor and maybe the company would like to acquire?
We could be. Actually, we haven't thought of such a model of obtaining data, but there is a possibility in the application that people create their own routes and post them on other devices, other applications like Facebook, so it can be a possibility of data mining too. And we can, transmit this data elsewhere.
Okay, well, I believe that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, sit and relax, because we're about to watch a movie.
My name is Yola. I'm CTO at Nowdev. For 3 years, our startup executes the same great and ambitious.
Can we just, can we just stop for a second? I just wanted to explain that one of the teams could not be here, so we're about to watch a movie. But of course, obviously, we're not going to ask questions unless we can talk to ourselves.
Autonomous vessel which radically improves safety of maritime transport. Before we reach such difficult goal, we solved the biggest challenge for autonomous vessels: how to avoid collisions. Collisions create huge costs. Over 2,000 vessels are in collision every year. Average cost of collision is over $1 million. To avoid them, we developed Nowdev, which is an expert system with anti-collision component. It can be installed on a new or existing ships and works even other vessels are not equipped with it. We can compare Nowdev with the car navigation. Such navigation leads you from point A to B, but does not keep warning about approaching cars and priority, does not inform you about risk of collision and how to avoid it with route optimization, which means less fuel consumption. Thanks to this, investment in Nowdev returns in less than 1 year. Nowdev is the only patent-pending, flexible, and certified solution amongst competitors. We sell our product on 2 huge markets, professional vessels and pleasure craft market. If we get only 5% of first segment, we generate over $8 million revenue. Our revenue streams are based on software licenses and upsales. We are a multidisciplinary team which consists of 10 persons. Nowdev technology is based on doctoral thesis of Captain Piotr Gołysza, which has 15 years experience at sea as a navigator, and 10 years researches conducted by Professor Zbigniew Pietrzykowski from Maritime University in Szczecin. Nowdev has been installed on 15 vessels from 10 different ship owners. We have a close partnership with key suppliers and distributors in maritime sector. We have received many awards. The most distinctive is European Satellite Navigation. We are looking for smart money, which gives us contacts in maritime market. We need €500,000 investments, which enables further €1 million European grants. We have successfully completed phase 1 of SME instrument and applied for phase 2. We will use that funds for building sales team, development of the product for pleasure craft market, and set up technical customer support. Thank you very much for your attention. Hi, my name is Yona.
And now we're in the loop. We have to listen to that over and over again. Okay, now, those are all the startups from the Position project. And now I'd like to ask Autodron, the first startup from the Space3ac, on stage. And this time it will be live. Okay, yes, we have Space3ac Autodron. Yes, we have this for you. And you might want to take my mic.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a lucky one.
Okay, almost everybody thinks that the drone is an aircraft without human pilot aboard. Okay, this statement is not correct because our drone can say its main task is measuring the shape of the seabed. These measurements are used for drawing the bathymetric map of reservoir to ensure safety of navigation and transport in inland waters. The main goal of our project is creating the autonomous hydrographic survey drone, which says following a pre-planned route. Where did the idea come from? First of all, lack of research to ensure safety of navigation in transports in inland waters, particularly in the areas which depths are less than 1 meter. Secondly, too great immersion of the hydrographic vessels between 1 to 3 meters to perform measurements in the shallow waters. Nowadays, bathymetric measurements are performed using with GNSS receiver mounted on the pole. I did this measurement, and this method is time-consuming and manual. Our solution provides accurate bathymetric charts, automated control of the drone using with autopilot and own software for planning route, and of course, small immersion of the drone between 20 to 30 centimeters. To sum up, advantages of our idea to existing solution are fast and measurements, and as well as a little immersion of the drone. How our product works. From the user's point of view, is be placed on water. Then user should draw the area of reservoir, direction, click the button, run. The application calculates the autopilot's route and sets it. The autopilot using GPS coordinates controls engines properly. In addition, the GPS position and the horizontal signal are sent to the GNSS controller in the real time. What is our business? To ensure safety, it should be performed 1,000 kilometers of maritime boundaries, lakes, and rivers. Initially, we will provide services such as bathymetric measurements and data elaboration, for example, with government, military, and other institutions. Bathymetric measurements are very costly. According with the data from the Szczecin Maritime Authority, 1 kilometer of river costs about 1,260 euros, and medium lake costs nearly 11,000 euros. We are supported by the own university in financial and technical terms. We received all essential equipment to perform bathymetric measurements. The total cost of this part is about 48,000 euros. And all the time we consult with 3 professors from our university. What did we do? We connected the elements in drone. This part are our own software which plans the route for drone and create the bathymetric charts. My name is Mariusz and I'm a member of the Autodron team. We create an interdisciplinary team and also we are students from the Gdynia Maritime University.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was Autodron. And now we have 5 minutes for the questions.
The university product, what's the market?
What's the market? We will provide services. I can show the short film about 1 minute and show our services and data elaboration.
But can you tell me what can you tell us what the market is?
Yeah.
What is the main application of that?
Excuse me?
What's the market for this?
Market? Okay. National market could be, first of all, Polish territorial sea is about 400 kilometers. And according to the European Union directive about river information system must be measured, for example, international waterway, E70, reservoirs in the Żuławy Loop, and several dozen lakes in the northern Poland.
How many drones you will need for that?
Excuse me?
How many drones you will need for that?
Now we have only 1.
But how many do you need to do that?
I don't estimate this. I can show a short presentation about our services.
Yeah, and I was promised no more movies.
our services and data elaboration doing this thing, our software.
In the meantime, you might think of questions.
Only short.
Because 5 minutes is just 5 minutes.
Software for planning the route and the bathymetric chart of storage reservoir events. And this is the steam model.
Sorry, we have a question. Yeah.
Great video.
I like the sound card.
I still like that. Who's your first paying customer?
Hydrographic institution relating with bathymetric measurements. It is the government institution and maritime authorities. And of course, we consult with institutes relating with bathymetric measurements.
And you are sure that they know that they really pay for that
Yes,
solution?
we will provide services, not the product.
Okay.
Do we have more questions? I'm sure you can think of one. Yes.
How much time it took for you to do the map in the presentation?
Excuse me, this measurements, yes?
Yes.
During the 2 hours and creating the map during 2 days.
How that compares for the manual mode, or when you go with the pole? How that compares with the situation when you go with the pole and you measure it manually?
Fast and unmanned measurements, of course. This is the advantage of our solution. And the autonomous mode of this stuff.
Oh, okay. I mean, how much time did it take for you to do it manually?
Manually, maybe 1 kilometer we can measure during the, for example, 10 minutes, and this the same length during manually during the 120 minutes. I can show
So it's
during.
like 12
It is the
times
comparison.
faster. So it's like saying it's 12 times faster. Approximately.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Autodron. Now we're going to have, thank you very much, thank you. Yes. And now we have Farm Scanner, another startup from the Space3ac. There you go. Yes, it's working, just...
Good?
Good.
Can I speak like this? It's okay?
The microphone.
This microphone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so music star, no? Where is the okay. All right, so 2 months ago, our team completed research, which aim was to answer this question. How long does it take to monitor a 100-hectare field with a tractor? And the answer we found out is 200 minutes. And this is why we have designed the Farm Scanner application, which would, in the time of my pitch, deliver the crop monitoring map of the area of over 1,000 hectares. So why do farmers really need to monitor their field on an everyday basis? You asked me this question many times today. So the reason is they really face various problems in the fields, and these are frozen vegetation, drought, game, and many more. And our Farm Scanner app would enable them to save time and money with coping with these problems. And why? How? So the farmer needs to just locate one problematic spot in the field and then name the problem. Then he runs the application which shows all the problematic areas in the field or even few fields on the basis of most up-to-date satellite data which we have in our base. We have found out that our app could be rolled out to the market as must-have products for these 3 segments of users. So mostly individual farmers and farmers associations, insurance companies, as well as companies producing crop protecting substances. We have found out also that our farm scanner is unique in European and Polish market, delivering the only one mobile and real-time application for agriculture right now. Farm Scanner is built on the brand of the most recognized and experienced remote sensing laboratory in Poland, which guarantees 40 years of experience, a significant satellite database, customized area camera, as well as validated and trusted products. Our team is composed of 4 people. My name is Martina and I'm a project manager. We possess comprehensive skills which enable us to deliver the app to the market. We need an investment of about 200,000 zloty, which would enable us to run the application to the market in about 6 months after getting the investment. We have estimated revenue from 3 main streams, which are mainly selling the fee to the company customer, selling the advertisement space, as well as upselling of the products. And with this revenue, we could generate the total return of investment after the first year of app in the market. You are most welcome to contact us and talk with us after the presentation. And thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. That was swift and under 2 minutes. Now we have, I believe, questions from the investors. Yes?
So the first question always is about the market. So what is your market and how do you predict your revenue?
All right, so for last 2 years, we've been delivering within the European Space Agency project a service for agriculture in Poland, and we really know well the agriculture market in Poland. So there is about 70,000 farmers in Poland. 10,000 of them are the farmers possessing fields over 100 hectares, and there are really significant number of hectares farms which are really huge in Poland, and farmers are like managers of the fields. They're really very innovative. And in case of customer companies, we have this 30 crops protecting substances producers and distributors, and also about 5 main insurance companies in Poland. But of course, our sentence is that satellites cross the border, so we can So of course we can get into the European market and even other markets. But let's start from Poland.
Okay. Next question. Yes.
You mentioned the insurance industry as one of your market segments. What's the business case for an insurance company to buy your products?
Okay, so the insurance companies, every year after, let's say, drought or forced vegetation period, winter, they send thousands of people to the fields to really measure the losses. But you know, the way they do it is just they estimate it on the basis of just glancing on the field. So this product would really give information on the amount of hectares which is infected by some problems, and would really give the numbers, which is crucial in the case of insurance claims.
Okay, thank you. And more questions? Yes. Oh, yes, ladies first.
Maybe I missed that. Did you say anything about the business model? How much are you gonna charge per farmer?
Okay, so in case of farmers, we have this model of proposing it for free for 5 scanning. So let's say first 5 scanning will be made for free, so the farmers can get used to the application and really use it. And with this, we could build our database and also sell the advertisements, which could be really well connected with this app. And of course, also the license free from the company customer, as well as upselling of the products, like additional products which we deliver in this service we are delivering, and also buying of additional scanning after this 5 free.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
What is your service level? I mean, how often you planning to update this image for farmers?
Yeah, I mean, right now we are using Sentinel-1, Sentinel-2 data mostly, which are free of charge data from Copernicus program. With Sentinel-1, we can get this acquisition of 5 days. With Sentinel-2, it should be in next year 5 days. Right now it's 10 days, but the weather, of course, conditions are different. So let's say at least every 10 days. But also in our our service, we have this aerial camera. So if the customer would be really interested in paying but getting really good product, we could deliver this aerial data more often, like on demand.
Yeah. And of course, we are processing the data, the raw data, to generate into information and put it in a cloud, because we are talking about the real-time information for farmers. And when it's put in a cloud, he could only click the scan and wait a couple of minutes for results. And this is really important for them.
Okay, one last question.
Well, you are providing additional information to the farmer, and do you have any confirmation of how much value is worth? Because you are adding a gadget, and then would they want to buy it, and how much would they pay for it?
Okay, so in case of farmers, as we said, it's 5 first scanning before free. So they need so this is really a gadget, but to be honest, farmers very often like gadget. But this kind of gadget is really very useful because field monitoring is one of the things which is very important for them, and it's very time and money consuming. And with such application, which is, let's say for the 5 first time it's free of charge, then you have to pay. You just try if it's work for you. You have a great chance of really seeing your field in the whole picture. And with the farmers, farm managers who very often need to manage few farms which are far away from each other, it's really a useful tool because you can see everything in a glimpse,
Just a short question. I mean, is it saving money for the farmer or adding them expenses? Because they already spend money, now they will spend less.
That has to be very quick because 5 minutes have passed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's saving money because they can, for example, if they see the problem in 30% of the field, they know, for example, how much, and it's for example vermin, they know how much to buy this substance, etc. So it's saving money also.
Okay, thank you very much. Networking will be swiftly after this. I'm going to ask additional question because I think that there were a lot of questions to be asked. And now we have hypermiles. Do we have hypermiles? Yeah. Hypermiles. Yes. Bartosz, please. Come on stage. Run on stage. Okay. There you have it. The stage is yours. 3 minutes is yours.
An average logistics company spends over 30 million euro every year on fuel only. And we know how to decrease this number by 9 million using space technology. The problem is that drivers that are given a company car tend to drive too aggressively. It increases fuel usage, vehicle wear, and environmental pollution. So we came up with a solution. It's a system consisting of a small device which will be attached to your gas pedal, and it will vibrate to let you know when you should take your foot off the gas to start engine braking. It's wirelessly controlled by a navigation app running on your smartphone. It's using an algorithm patented by French space agency to calculate optimal braking spots. It also collects all necessary data about how you drive to further improve your performance. We know for a fact that this is a well-known problem. Different companies are trying to introduce their own solution, but the problem is that they are only 10 to at most 15% efficient. We can double this result, reaching up to 30% without sacrificing travel time, which is very important. Unlike our competitors, our system can be quickly installed in every car, even in old ones, and thanks to our haptic feedback, it's easy to use without any special trainings. Our main target market are company car fleets, because every second new car sold is a company car, and most of the fleet managers identify fuel consumption as a problem number 1. For our initial rollout, we are looking for fleets of about 100 cars. Our product will give them savings of around 50 euro monthly per car, from which we will take 10% margin. We are going to reach them mostly by direct marketing, but also through car leasing companies and our network of partners abroad. Device will be sold at little or no cost at all, and we are going to make money on monthly subscriptions fee. Of course, for our biggest clients, we are ready to provide access to the data we've collected. If we achieve 1% of market penetration, it will mean 25 million euro of savings in Germany only. It will generate 2.6 million euro of yearly income for us, and it will decrease CO2 emissions by 80,000 tons. To make this happen, we are looking for 70,000 euro to make feasibility study and MVP. In exchange, we offer equity in our company. My name is Bartłomiej, and I'm part of multidisciplinary team. We've been working together for some years now, and we know how to develop and push projects to the market. Together, for this project, we've been awarded an international prize by European Space Agency. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will be glad to answer them.
Thank you very much. How I love it when startups pitch in 3 minutes precisely. Okay, now 5 minutes precisely for the questions.
You gave the figures about fuel consumption, but what was the mileage?
It's about 12,000 miles every year, per car.
So how many euro per mile?
What do you mean how many
savings,
euro?
because you have a global saving and there is a global mileage.
You can save about €5 every 100 miles.
So 2 liters? 2 liters of gasoline?
Well, depending on the country.
You know, when the car burn 10 liters of gasoline, and we can offer 30% of savings, so it means 2 to 3 liters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it mean that you are going to save money for your clients mostly in the town or also out of the town? So
Actually, mostly out of the town, because our system just works better on the longer distances.
Okay, but first there, the question, and then you.
You mentioned you have 30% saving versus your competition 10 to 15%.
Yep.
What's your secret sauce? How come you can double your performance versus your competitors?
Yes, we are using very sophisticated algorithm used to optimize fuel consumption for satellites orbiting around the Earth. And our competitor mostly use, naive algorithms that tell you not to drive too fast, and it's not the perfect solution.
Oh no, first here. Okay, I feel like an auctioneer. Okay. Okay.
So what happens when an autonomous car takes over the world?
Oh,
for the electric car.
Yeah, for electric car it's actually not a problem, because it's all about the energy savings. It can be fuel and then the power, energy power. And about what about autonomous car? Yeah, it has to. There is a long way to to autonomous car to be very popular in all over the world, but we can sell our technology to manufacturers of that kind of car, so they can integrate it into their software.
Okay.
So I live in Munich, and I've interacted quite a lot with BMW, and safety is always concern number one.
Yes, of course.
Can you talk a bit about the need for certification? Is there any need? Because obviously that would be one of the biggest concerns if you
Yes, we made research on that, and what we offer is to this device will be an accessory for a car, not an internal part of the car. So we don't have to do any additional certification than other electronic gadgets that you use in the car, like a phone charger or something like that. So there is no things that can stop us from selling that, and it can't be dangerous, and it can be dangerous actually in using in the car.
Okay, one last question we have. Yes.
I know that you have already a prototype.
Yep.
Do you have your clients?
Once again, please.
Have you processed any clients? Where is your development?
Actually, we're talking right now. We are doing talks with our clients, potential clients, but we made some early prototypes and early tests in our own cars actually.
Okay. Thank you very much. That was 5 minutes of Q&A. And now, S4T team, please come on stage. Well, you can pass that to the guy on the way. Oh, okay.
I like to
another gadget.
Yeah, that's my gadget. A little bit bigger, I would say. I like to call her Stacy. Well, I don't sleep at night because of her.
Okay, take on the stage.
Okay, so 2 years ago, a 59-year-old man was accused of collaboration with thieves and robbing a construction site. The man who was supposed to stop them helped them. My name is Arthur, and I'm one of the S4 team members. We are here to prevent such and many other situations in which current solutions fail to detect, trace, and monitor potential threat. So Today, as we all know, many companies secure their own property with the numbers of CCTV camera system or just a regular guard systems. And we want to enhance it because those cameras have limited view, are not mobile, and guards, let's be honest, we just heard one story about one. So what we present is an easy-to-use, fully autonomous system of drones with a docking station when the drone can recharge itself that will keep an eye on your estate. Operate on anytime in some points the drone could fly over to, or the route can be just automatically generated. Thanks to some image processing algorithm, we can detect potential threat and trace it. And that's all in real time, so you can act in real time. Right now, we are assembling the prototype, and by the end of 2016, our MVP will be finished. Next, we plan to trigger eye contact with the security and developer companies so we can test our solution. And the fact that we managed to get 3 potential clients in just 1.5 months make us ready to compete. In terms of figures, we need 80,000 zloty to make our MVP happen. To get down to the business and prosper in the market for about 1 year, we need 500,000 zloty. And the real question is, how do we plan to make money, isn't it? So we decided to lease our solution for what's called monthly subscription fee. That's around 5,000 zloty. Competition. Our main competitors are the companies that provide us with intelligent CCTV cameras system or similar based on our UAV solution. But what makes us unique is the fact that we want to automate every possible process. We want to get rid of that constant manual battery change. We want to make it charge by itself. And what exactly do I mean by saying read? Our team is from the Gdańsk University of Technology, pursuing degrees in the electronics, telecommunication, computer science. We also get graduates from the national and foreign universities, specializing in image processing and the aviation and power supply. So basically, that's it. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I and Radek will be more than glad to answer them all.
Thank you very much. And I believe you, Radek, and Stacy. Stacy, okay, you can ask some questions to Stacy too, but 5 minutes is yours. Okay.
Can you guarantee that your drone will stay within the property it is going to monitor?
Once again.
How do you guarantee that the drone actually does not exit the property that you monitor?
So we've got this autopilot, and the software will provide us with the area that will fly, the drone will fly over to, and we can guarantee with the, let's say...
What would be your reference point?
We can adjust it. Because we can set the starting point.
Right, but wind is blowing, and the drone may fly by somewhere else.
So we want to get, because...
Attack somebody's drone.
We know that... Okay, we know that there is some hard and harsh weather conditions, but we will be prepared for that, and we will implement changes in our software, let's say.
My question was how?
The GPS and the docking station.
Okay.
Okay. Next question, please.
How long your drone can stay in the air?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yep.
And after that?
Sorry?
After that, 30 minutes?
After that, it goes to docking station, changes its battery, and goes up in the air.
How much time does it take?
Well, we don't have actual docking station developed. We will, like there was a slide, we'll plan to finish it by the January, February. We don't know the exact number.
I mean the charging for changing batteries.
Mm-hmm. So the process of changing the battery and going down and up, we estimate to be around 3 minutes.
Can you use two drones? I mean machine learning. One is up, the other is changing.
Yeah, sure. You can use as many drones as you like.
That's comforting. Okay. Okay. Okay, ladies first. Yeah.
So what you're offering in the end is service to the property owners. I'm just wondering, why did you decide to develop your own hardware? I guess it's because it's a research project, but there's so much hardware available, like from DJI. Could you use some drone company for your product?
There is no such hardware that uses the rechangeable battery. So we still have to modify this. Even if we buy the solution, the whole drone, we'll still have to modify it. So that's no point.
Okay.
So what is the market and who is your client going to pay the 5,000 per month?
First, we address the developers, the dockyards, the shipyards, the magazine companies, the guys who usually have a lot of property, have a lot of area. Then we could also talk with the security companies and use them as a channel to get our product to the market.
And you said that you have first 3 potential clients?
Yep. Yes, we have signed the letter of intent.
Who are they?
I can tell that.
So okay. So I guess I can answer that. So the first one is the guy who got actually the magazines. I guess the
warehouses.
Warehouses. I guess magazine is more connected with the States, isn't it? Okay. So warehouses need the Gdańsk, and that's the first. The second one is the developer company is called Granite, and the third one we are actually in the talks. So it's like in the I would guess that it's in 1 week we will get it down in the Holland Gdańsk.
Okay, one last short question, yes?
How are you going to provide security for her? And in the case of rocks, shooting, and other meteorological accidents?
In
matter, how do you going to secure your security drone?
Okay, so
we need to go deeper.
Another section.
This is very easy to collide, and it's very easy to destroy.
We do realize that drones are quite vulnerable vehicles, but our drone will be able to fly up to 100 meters, and that's quite high, and I guess that's not that easy to shoot from such distance. The only main reason, the only main issue may be the weather conditions, but we feel pretty good with it. So yeah, basically we think Space3 is safe.
Okay, Space3 is safe, and the time is up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now, Silex Cloud on the stage, please. Well,
I'm for her.
Yeah, just.
She will miss me.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay. I present Silex Cloud. What we see when we are looking through the window and we see green trees, is the whole true, the whole picture? Maybe not. We are using only our eyes, only one sensor. What's happening if we add new sensor, for example, satellite sensors? This is the point of view of Poland from EUMETSAT images, from 36 kilometers far away from us. And if we access here in this QR code, we can see what is happening here in Gdańsk with different wavelengths in EUMETSAT in this point, exactly. And we can access a lot of amount of data, data and more data. But why? Why we need this data? Because we are capable to deal with this data, we are capable to make better, or take better decisions. In this team we are focusing in Silex Cloud. We transforming this data into information. And because our automatic processing chain, we can offer a different service portfolio with to monitor different phenomena. One of these services is related to dust storm monitoring and its impacts in solar power plants. Why dust? Because the loss of sunlight transmission could make a decrease in the performance of these solar power plants, and at the same time this could be translated in money. Nowadays, the services that are monitoring the dust are really offer different limitations in interoperability and accessibility, and only are for visual interpretation. We are a group of professionals with more than 10 years of experience and with a scientific background, and we are offering now for different international partners different services. And our service is related to dust norm monitoring, our dust frequency maps, near real-time dust monitoring. This is an event in Iraq in 2012, and near impact assessment. That could be the amount of hours that affect dust solar power park. Why we are focusing dust? Because the market in solar power plants is growing really quickly. We can see huge numbers here, but if we can see, for example, in the last 5 years is growing really quickly. And in the next years, we will grow at the 400 billion project in North Africa and Middle East. So, for example, only in the middle region, we have more than 7,000 solar power installations. If we access only to less than 1% of this market, we can acquire really interesting revenues. And, for example, why we are offering that? Because it's a unique service. It's in near real time. It's really test products, and but we need more investment to achieve to reach this market in MENA region. We need investments in improve our storage capacity, in the platform delivery, and in distributors.
Okay, thank you very much. And now, as you may have already guessed, 5 minutes of questions. Okay.
One question. 1 million euros.
Okay.
How many clients or users you got right now?
How many clients or users have you got right now?
Clients or users, they are testing these products in Algeria, and Algeria is a really interesting market. We want to sell that, but they are testing now. Algeria is growing really a lot. In 2016, they tendered more than 2,000 solar power plants in this year. So this is a really interesting market, and if we reach this 0.6% only in Algeria, it's enough. In the case of, for example, in Morocco, the people from Germany that is working in Spain, they ask for these frequency maps that we are showing before, because it's interesting to find the better position of these solar power plants. These are potential customers. We are looking for this. For example, there are different potential customers. There are a lot of, in this amount of money, there are a lot of companies that are investing, for example, in cleaning systems, because, and they need to test this performance of these systems. Also governments, and also solar panel production to test the infrastructure under the impact of this dust.
Okay, next question, please.
Maybe I missed that. What is your business model? Who are selling to, for how much, and what is the service?
This, the distribution of our is under subscription, and we are pointing to here. This we are trying. Our service for a year is in 5,000 euros. This includes more than 14,000 images processed in real time under subscription.
Okay.
But shortly, what's your value proposition for your clients? Shortly.
For my client,
yes.
For the because it's not the final client. The value proposition is the near real-time dust monitoring that could help them.
How your clients benefit from that?
Because they could analyze, for example, depending on the customer. In this case of the dust cleaning system, they could understand how they could introduce. Our services are capable to be introduced in the product of the customer, because they are provided in interoperable format. They could use this system to monitor the efficiency of these cleaning systems. They could understand before the installation of this dust platform where they can install that. For example, this map of Chad, these points in the right side are refugee camps. They could be solar panels. If you want to install in the right side, it's impossible. This is really affected by that. So the people from Delaware that ask for this frequency map, they want to know because they are in charge of the development of this region in the next years, MENA region. And they want these maps. And they want also the near real-time dust monitoring, because they want to analyze the impact in near real time.
Okay, next question. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now, the last team of today, please come here, join us. Skybox. Okay, well, there was Stacy and now we have something else. Okay.
Okay. Let me try. Okay.
Mike?
Good.
Okay.
No, thank you. I think
Okay.
you hear me.
Stage is yours, 3 minutes, it's yours.
Microphone.
Do I need a mic?
Yes.
Yes, you need a mic.
I don't like microphones.
Well.
Okay, let's start up. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stanisław Brzegowski, and together with my friend Marek Pachwizewicz, I'm going to introduce the idea of Skybox, the aviator's sixth sense. The problem that we are going to solve has been presented on the following slides. The guys that are jumping out of the plane and flying in the airspace, and these two guys unfortunately have a collision over here, and this collision, fortunately, all of us, is happening and ending very well because the parachute opens. It's the parachute that is the main parachute, not the reserve one. And we know that there is a 30 such accidents each year in the United States. Between 17 and 25% of the all fatal accidents in skydiving finish, they are due to the mid-air collisions. So this is our solution. It's called Skybox. You have over here the Skydiver black box attached with and connected with the head-up display system that we are going to develop. The devices are networked, and the head-up display is going to indicate about the potential collision and information where you should move out of the situation. The benefits of our solution for the customer are safety, safety, and safety, and unique opportunity for the end users to provide the flight data nicely visualized on the social media. Where is the money? It's on sales, sales, and sales again. First, we want to sell our devices to the skydiver zones, drop zones, and the instructors and training schools for skydiving to increase the safety and increase the efficiency of the training. Sell the devices to the individuals and enhance the tandem flight unique experience. So your mother, while he is jumping or she is jumping, you can see her remotely sitting comfortably in the chair on the drop zone in the real time. The market. We made an estimation that there is around 1 million people skydiving, but we are more close to the value of 380,000 of the sets of the parachute plus AAD device. I can explain it later. And fraction of that market that we probably can hit is between 2 to 15%, giving the number between 7.5, maybe 50,000 of units, maybe a little more, of the first stage products, so only the black box. And this is without the military market. Competitors, yes, there is. There is a device called FlySight. It has its pros and cons. There is an Endomondo application, but it doesn't work. Where are we? We are testing our prototype heavily. It looks like this. These are our test pilots, and we have a great device reception. This is our team, and this is a brief record of that what we have done. So I think we are ready for questions.
Okay, thank you. Yes, indeed you are. Yes?
Yes, I have it on me.
Well, safety first. Okay.
Who else may use this product? For example, may I use it during riding a bike or skyjumping?
Yes, of course. This product is possible to use in almost every sport which requires moving. So I think it will be very bad for example, chess. Or for biking, for cycling, for skiing, for using paragliders, you can use it.
For example, this can calculate the number of steps that I'm doing like here, and what was the G-force when I fall down. Any other questions?
Okay. Okay, now you scanned them, see?
What do you need to bring it to the next level?
We need a little of money.
Actually, to get to the next steps, we need 100,000 euros.
Up to.
Okay. Yes?
Have you been thinking of using, because this is a specialty community product, have you been thinking of using crowdfunding or something like that?
Yes.
Yes, we did, but actually the cost we need to start the crowdfunding would be enough to finish our MVP. So actually it doesn't make sense.
Just to give a brief comment, we have a marketing company that can do a perfect Kickstarter campaign, including the social media spreading the information about it, so all the market will be attracted. But they want from us this amount of money that we will need on our own to finish the product. So we have a problem what to choose.
Oh, self-fund. Okay. Who's next? Do we have more questions? No? Well, thank you very much then. Thank you very much for this presentation. You can feedback that. Thank you very much. And, well, that was all from all the teams from Position and Space3ac, but that's not all for you guys, because now the jury, which is the partners and the investors, are going to be locked away in the room across the hall until they reach the verdict. And we'll meet here again around 7 o'clock. And in that time, the audience has the chance to vote for their favorite team. And that will be only one team. So choose wisely. You can write the name of the startup and put it in the glass container over there. And please do that, because your voice matters too. So thank you all the startups once again. The hotel room key card is still here, so apparently no one needs that. And yes, enjoy, well, the jury enjoy the talking about the startups, and the audience enjoy the networking break, and see you here around 7. The sooner we reach the verdict, the sooner we'll meet. Thank you.